At MarketWell Nutrition, we've spent decades in the nutrition industry, working directly with consumers, collaborating with scientists, and partnering with practitioners. That gives us a unique perspective because we've seen the entire journey, from product development to practitioner recommendations to patient outcomes. Over the years, one thing became very clear. The challenge isn't knowing what to recommend. The challenge is helping patients actually follow through. And as medical foods continue to grow, the need for efficient practitioner oversight has become even more important. That's why we created HealthFlow, a platform designed to improve patient engagement, increase adherence, automate follow-up, measure outcomes, and provide scalable practitioner oversight when it's needed. Today, we'd like to show you how it works. Before we talk about HealthFlow, it's important to understand the difference between dietary supplements and medical foods. Most practitioners are familiar with supplements. Supplements are intended to support general health and wellness and are typically available directly to consumers. Medical foods are different. According to FDA criteria, medical foods are specially formulated products intended for the dietary management of a specific disease or medical condition. They are used under medical supervision and are designed for patients who cannot adequately manage their condition through normal dietary changes alone. This distinction is important because medical foods occupy a unique position between traditional dietary supplements and prescription drugs. As you can see in the comparison table, medical foods do not require FDA pre-market approval like drugs, but unlike supplements, they can be used for the dietary management of specific disease states and are supported by a higher level of scientific and clinical evidence. Understanding this difference is important because HealthFlow was designed to support both supplements and medical foods, while providing the appropriate level of clinical oversight when needed. As you'll see in the next few slides, that oversight can be delivered efficiently through the HealthFlow Practitioner Network. The HealthFlow Practitioner Network allows practitioners to support patients beyond their local clinic while maintaining complete control over clinical decisions. The Practitioner Network is a group of licensed practitioners who provide oversight when certain recommendations require professional review. You make the decision. HealthFlow provides the technology, workflow, and infrastructure. This is probably the most important concept in the entire practitioner network. When practitioners first hear about this model, the natural reaction is, am I going to spend my days reviewing questionnaires? The answer is no. Our experience gave us a unique perspective. We realized that most recommendations don't require a practitioner's time and expertise to evaluate manually. What they need is a well-designed clinical pathway that has already been validated and approved by practitioners. That's exactly how HealthFlow was built. Every assessment is evaluated through a series of validated clinical pathways, eligibility criteria, and recommendation rules. As a result, approximately 90 to 95% of recommendations, including most supplement recommendations and most medical food recommendations, can be approved automatically through those pre-validated pathways. The patient receives the appropriate recommendation without creating additional work for a practitioner. Only when the system identifies something that falls outside those pathways does the case get escalated for review. That might include a higher risk response, a complex clinical presentation, conflicting information, or a situation where additional professional oversight is appropriate. In other words, practitioners review exceptions, not every case. The platform handles the routine cases automatically and consistently, while practitioners focus their expertise where it creates the greatest value. That's what makes the model scalable. It's not about replacing practitioner judgment. It's about reserving practitioner judgment for the patients who truly need it. One concern we often hear is, how much work is this going to create? The answer is very little. No marketing, no lead generation, no inventory management, no technology setup. HealthFlow manages the platform so practitioners can focus on clinical decisions. HealthFlow creates value for everyone involved. Patients receive better support. Practitioners gain flexibility, compensation, and expanded impact. And the healthcare ecosystem benefits from scalable oversight and better outcomes. It's a win-win-win model. Compliance is built into the platform from the beginning. Consent management, audit trails, secure patient records, documentation history, state licensing controls. Everything is designed to support responsible clinical oversight. There are really two ways to work with HealthFlow. You can use it inside your practice. You can join the practitioner network. Or like many practitioners, you can do both. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you made a great recommendation and then wondered if the patient ever followed it? Most patients leave motivated, then life happens, they forget instructions, never start the program, stop early, or disappear before follow-up. The real challenge isn't creating a recommendation. The challenge is helping patients stay engaged long enough to get results. HealthFlow was built specifically to solve that problem. It gives practitioners a single platform to assess patients, deliver recommendations, manage programs, automate follow-up, and track outcomes. Instead of disconnected systems and manual processes, everything happens in one place. This slide summarizes the problems we hear most often from practitioners. Patients forget recommendations, intakes are incomplete, follow-up is inconsistent, and outcomes are difficult to measure. HealthFlow addresses each of those challenges with automation, patient engagement tools, and outcomes tracking. One thing practitioners love is flexibility. Some practices want assessments completed before the visit. Others prefer completing them together. And some simply want to assign recommendations directly. HealthFlow supports all three workflows. Imagine your patient completes their assessment before you even walk into the room. By the time the visit starts, you've already gathered structured information and identified wellness priorities. Less paperwork, better conversations, more productive visits. For more complex patients, many practitioners prefer a guided experience. This works especially well for seniors, first-time patients, or cases that require a deeper discussion. The platform provides structure while still allowing the practitioner to lead the conversation. This is probably the fastest workflow in the platform. Open the patient profile, select a wellness category, choose products, send the recommendation. HealthFlow takes care of notifications, reminders, follow-up, and engagement automatically. Patients have a single place to manage their wellness journey. Recommendations, reminders, surveys, progress tracking, care plans, it all lives here. This dramatically improves engagement because patients always know what to do next. Most patients don't need more information. They need more consistency. HealthFlow keeps patients engaged through reminders, check-ins, care pathways, and follow-up surveys. The goal is simple: help patients stay on track between visits. For most practices, visibility ends when the patient leaves. HealthFlow changes that. You can track adherence, engagement, program completion, survey responses, product utilization, and outcomes. Instead of guessing what's working, you can actually see it. One feature practices love is that HealthFlow can be fully branded to match their practice. Patients see your logo, your colors, your practice name, and your communications throughout the entire experience. From the assessment to reminders, surveys, and the patient portal, the experience feels like an extension of your practice, not a third-party platform. We provide the technology, automation, security, and infrastructure behind the scenes while you strengthen your own brand and patient relationship. When you put everything together, the result is three things: better patient outcomes, more efficient operations, and stronger business performance. Patients stay engaged, staff spend less time on manual tasks, and practitioners gain greater visibility into outcomes. Thank you for your time today. At MarketWell Nutrition, we believe better patient outcomes begin with better patient engagement. We look forward to learning more about your practice, answering your questions, and exploring how HealthFlow can help you expand your impact while supporting better patient experiences and outcomes.